While you should already have a good idea of what categories you want on your site and in your main navigation, now's a good time to take another look at your keyword research to make sure you haven't missed any important areas that relate to what you offer on your site. It's sort of a chicken and egg thing, which can be somewhat maddening. You need to know your categories before you can do your keyword research, but you also need keyword research to help determine areas that people are interested in, which you may want to include on your website. To show you an example of how a site might be categorized, here's a document I brainstormed to determine the possible categories for my Kindle review site. My first thought was to have a section for general Kindle information, which is number 1. I also wanted a section for Kindle accessories, as I noticed in my keyword research that there were a variety of searches for the various accessories one can buy for the Kindle. While you don't want to let your keywords drive your site architecture completely, it's helpful to review it for areas of interest that you may not have otherwise thought about. Accessories as a category makes a lot of sense for me with this site, as I plan to buy some over time anyway. The next section I had was books. Since the main purpose of my Kindle was to read more books, posting book reviews to the website makes a lot of sense. And there were tons of different book review keywords showing up in our research. Along with book reviews, I noticed searches for free Kindle books. It seemed to me that reviewing and listing free books could really be a good draw to the website and also come in handy later on for attracting links to the website. People love free lists and are more likely to link to them than things that cost money. The Kindle also allows you to subscribe to magazines as well as to blogs and newspapers, so I added them into the site architecture. After the main categories were brainstormed, I went back and added the subcategories, such as the various accessories here, like the Kindle protectors, cases, covers, and the like, reading lights, stands, and that sort of thing. I also tried to decide which types of books I would be reviewing. I put children's books in, even though my kids are older and I probably won't be reading any of them right now, because it's a huge opportunity as per the keyword research. I thought that perhaps at some point in time, I might open up the site so that others could post their own reviews, which would provide me with some good content in that area. That's basically all there is to it. Put down the categories you know you need in your site and review your keyword research to help you find possible missed opportunities. Now I'll show you how I've implemented some of this into the site architecture of my Kindle review site. Here across the top navigation, I've added the main categories of Kindle accessories, book reviews, and the Kindle. Then, down here, within this section, I've got this nice spot to add my subcategories in. Since this website is still a work in progress, I don't have all the categories and subcategories from my brainstorming, but only those that I have content for. I'm sure you'll agree there's nothing worse than seeing under construction pages, so it's better to leave anything off that you're not ready for. So you can see I've got the book reviews category laid out, and I have classics and science fiction and short stories and romance novels there so far. These are the types of books I've had a chance to read and review so far with my Kindle. Then I have the Kindle section and a couple of subcategories, plus the Kindle accessories section. So far, I've only purchased a case for my Kindle and none of the other cool accessories, so I'm leaving them off for now. Now remember, the key here with our site architecture is to repeat each of these categories and subcategories on every page of the site, which tells the search engines they're important. This, in turn, will give those pages a lot of internal link popularity and therefore more weighting with the search engines.